Normally I just pass those up because there's really very little value in scrap there. But you know, if you were someone that knew how to fix those things, that'd be worthwhile for you. I mean, they're literally all over the place because their screens break so easy. And a lot of them, the screens are not broken, and so it's something electronical in there. And, you know, and if you are the type of person that is good with that kind of stuff. Actually, this is an older one because it's really heavy for a flat screen. So it's gonna have some little chunky motors and chunky pieces of aluminum in there. So my playlists on my metal scrapping tips is kind of small at this present time, and so I'm gonna take this one home and bust it open and make a metal scrapping tip out of it, because there is some gold plate in there that is interesting. But you know, if you were a person that's good with fixing stuff, you know, these type of TVs are all over the place, and a lot of the time the screens will be fine and they just don't turn on for whatever reason. So if you're the kind of person that can figure that stuff out, you know, you might make a lot of money fixing these things. But me personally, I'm just a smasher and a trasher. I just scrap it. You know, I don't know if the screen's broken or not. It's scratched, heavily scratched, but anyways, I'll take it home. I'll bust this open and let's see what we got in there, huh? Alright, so there it is. I just took the case off. That's the stand's got a little metal in it. And these older TVs, they actually have a lot more weight to them than the newer models. And see, this one's got, you know, chunks of aluminum and some little motors. And I already took this off, a little circuit board here. The gold-plated circuit board I was talking about actually isn't visible on this one. I think it's sandwiched in between here. It's really packed in there tight. But if you want to see me scrap this video is in my metal scrapping tips playlist. Yeah, if you just click on my playlist link on my channel page, there'll be two playlists that come up. One's dumpster diving and one's metal scrapping tips, and this video here will be in there. Back to the show. Got a curbside score here. It's driving down. I saw these little guys peeking out at me. Look at that right there. Bunch of flower pots or plant pots. You know, you don't think that's much, but you know, I mean, that's in a store. You know, those might be $10 a pop or so. $8 for those three. Those three kind there. There's three of those, and then two of the lesser kind. But you know, that's 8, 16, 24. 34, 40. I mean, that's literally, you know, that could be. I don't know the exact prices. It's not really my territory, but you know, that might be $50 worth of plant pots. I mean, it's just ridiculous, you know. And then I looked down here, and there's a weed eater. It's electric weed eater. That thing probably works, but I'm just gonna take it to the scrapyard. And there's a real nice leaf rake down here, and I'll just set that out here for someone to see. That dude there, I imagine, sitting out here on this street. That rake won't last. That dude sitting on this street won't last, you know, probably an hour or two before someone snatches it up. Anyway, just thought this might be worthwhile to some people, you know. And just you might not think, you know, just shrug your shoulders at that, but I guarantee you, somebody watching this video one day is gonna be at the store one day buying, needing to buy some pots. And they're gonna be like, I can't believe how expensive they are. I can't believe I'm buying this at the store. I could could have picked them up when I saw them on the side of the street. One of my rules I always follow personally is I don't ever mess with something like if it's not in the dumpster or like, you know, obviously right next to the dumpster. So like, here's a classic example. Over there, there's a piece of steel, and that's just too far away, you know what I mean? Yeah, that might be discarded, but you know, it kind of looks like it's there for a reason too, you know. But it's just, I just don't mess with stuff like that. And back there's a desk with a hammer laying on top of it, you know, and that just might be somebody working on that desk, you know. So if I'm not sure, I just don't ever touch it. Looks like we got a box of wire, some brass on the hose. Look at that monster light bulb down there. I've never seen one that big before. Let's see. I saw a monitor in there. Let me get off my bike. Monitor, oh, there's a whole computer in there. The wind's blowing, the dumpster lid's shut, so I'm gonna shut the camera off and go through all this stuff. And I'll show you whatever's in there. It looks like there might be some good scores in there. Alright, so here's everything that was in that dumpster. Got a big old grip of #2 insulated copper wire. You know, I'll cut all the plugs off them, make it a lot more valuable at the scrapyard. And there's some aluminum in there, and some tin items, and there's this monitor. Oh yeah, this computer, whole intact computer in there. I'll take that apart and get all the gold-plated chips, gold-plated circuit boards and stuff out of there. And there's this old monitor. And these are almost worthless for scrap value because scrapyards won't take them because of the screens. Well, the scrapyards where I live anyway. And it might be different around the country, around the world, but there'll be a gold circuit board with gold flashing or gold plate in every one of these monitors, and it runs the whole length of the monitor. So if you wanted to get into that, you could take them out, and then there'll be like a piece of tin in there. It might weigh a pound or so, a couple pounds maybe. That's about it, really. There'll be some other low-grade copper wire with silver or gold-plated connections, but that's about it. They're not worth a whole lot, so I've been just passing them up lately. It's real time-consuming to get in there and stuff, but anyway, this little oddball was in there and just sitting in there by himself. A piece of copper. And then that hose that was in there there's actually 2 hoses connected together. Took all the brass off there, and you see them hoses, you know, you wouldn't think, maybe a lot of you might not think to cut, you know, even think about cutting them off, but that's over a pound right there. So altogether, that's right there. That's actually about 1.5 pounds right there. So that's about $2 worth of brass, just right there, you know. Yeah, I like that computer because computers are real easy to bust open, and you can just almost literally just yank the stuff out of there. You know, just a couple screws here and there to get everything out. But I haven't put it in my metal scrapping tips playlist yet, but if you click on my playlist link for my metal scrapping tips in the future, I'll do it in a couple days. But if you click on my playlist, you'll see me scrapping one of them bad boys. I'm also going to scrap some of these too. That'll also be on my playlist. I just haven't had the time to do it yet, but I've been wanting to do it. I have a stack of them at my front door ready to do, but I just haven't got to it yet. Oh yeah, there was a little more tin I threw just in there, but that's about it. That's a nice grip of copper wire though. You can't go wrong with that stuff. I'll stop for that microwave, big old chunky microwave too. But now I noticed I already yanked them out of here, but I noticed these dog beds were in here, and they're like the orthopedic foam for someone probably had like a dog that had like arthritis or hip dysplasia or something like that. But you know, these are really expensive little dog beds here, and they're really clean. Someone might have had a dog that was dying or something, but I'm worried about, you know, there might be some creepy crawlies in there, you know, some bugs or something. But I mean, those are just in such good condition. I'm almost ready to take them for my own dog. But I'd hate to bring home some bugs or something, so I don't know. I'm gonna just leave them sit here and I'll think about it for a while. I might come back for them, but I just know how expensive those things are. And you know, they're really nice. You know, they're the really nice kind with the orthopedic foam, loft fiber, whatever loft fiber is. But they're the really high quality beds. So I'm real tempted to snatch them up. I don't know what to do. I'm in a quandary. I'm gonna get this microwave though. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna put them out here though. So if I don't come back for them, someone that lives in this big giant apartment complex, tons of traffic goes on that street, someone will look down here and see them sitting there. So if I don't come back for them, someone will snatch them up for sure. Yahtzee! Oh, we got her! Oh, that's always good thing to see. That's got the power cord and everything on there. Oh. Get a look at that. That's an older one. It looks like it's in pretty good shape though. It turned out to be in real good shape actually. It's Gateway ML6720 and it's on eBay for $235 plus shipping and $220 plus shipping. That's the only two on there, and those are both Shella refurbished. So it's a lot more valuable than I thought when I got it. If I'd have known it was that valuable, I would have taken better care of it because I proceeded to drop it right away on its corner. It wasn't bad though. It didn't do any damage, but it scuffed it up a little bit. But that's perfectly functional as far as I can tell. I mean, I don't have it hooked up to my Wi-Fi, but I mean, it's obvious it works. Yeah, it's fully functional. So there it is. It's, you know, when you least expect it, there's a 200 plus shipping, a $250 laptop just sitting there, and it's always a bonus when the cord's with it. Most of the time, you find these and there's no cord, you know, and a lot of times they're cord specific, so you don't know if they'll fire up or not, you know, you don't know if they actually work or not, but that's good. The cord's with it, and this battery seems to be fully chargeable too. The only thing wrong with it, and I think I might have done that when I dropped it. I think the plastic door, I think it popped off there when I dropped it, and it was dark out, and I just didn't see where it went. Because when I dropped it, the disc tray came out like this, and I think I might have popped that off there myself like a big oaf. I mean, I just like a big old oaf. I just directly dropped it on its corner, just stupid. But yeah, so that's definitely a score right there.